chapter, you have studied about trigonometric ratios like sine, cos, tan, cosec, sec, cot. We have seen trigonometric identities also. So in this chapter, you will be studying about some ways in which trigonometry is used in the life around us. What are the applications of trigonometry? Why we are studying trigonometry? That we are going to see in this chapter. Trigonometry is one of the most ancient subjects studied by scholars all over the world. And trigonometry was invented because of its need in astronomy. So since then, astronomers have used trigonometry to calculate the distance from Earth to planet and stars. Today, trigonometry is also used in geography and navigation, to construct the map, and also to determine the position of an island in relation to longitude and latitude. In this chapter, we will see how trigonometry is used for finding the height and distance of various objects without actually measuring them. So we need to know three terms mainly in this lesson. First is line of sight, second one angle of elevation, and third one angle of depression. So let's see what are these: line of sight, angle of elevation, and angle of depression. You can see that a boy is looking at the top of this Christmas tree. So AB is the line of the sight. He is raising his head and seeing the top of the tree. So the line AB we can say as line of sight, and this is his horizontal level. If he is not raising his head above, this will be his horizontal level. And we can see that the angle between this line of sight and this horizontal level is called as angle of elevation. So ABC is the angle of elevation. So line of sight is nothing but it is the line drawn from the eye of an observer to the point in the object viewed by the observer. He is looking at the top of the tree. So this is the line drawn from the eye of an observer to the point in the object viewed by the observer. And angle of elevation means it is the angle formed by the line of sight with the horizontal when it is above the horizontal level. You can see it is above the horizontal level. This is the horizontal level. So in simple words, we can say that angle of elevation is the angle between line of sight and the horizontal level. So in this case, he will be raising the head to look the object. So that is the meaning of line of sight and angle of elevation. Suppose a boy is looking at a fish below the water and he is looking down. So this is the horizontal level, and this is BC is the line of sight of that boy. So BC is the line of sight and AB is the horizontal level. You can see an angle formed between the horizontal level and the line of sight. So that is called as angle of depression. So this is angle of depression. Angle of depression is nothing but angle of depression of an object viewed is the angle formed by the line of sight with the horizontal, and when it is below the horizontal level, that means that boy is looking down, or when we lower our head to look at the object, then we have angle of depression, and when we raise our head to look at the object, then we have angle of elevation. So we have seen line of sight. If the line drawn from the eye of an observer to the point in the object viewed by the observer is called as line of sight. Angle of elevation of an object means it is the angle formed by the line of sight with the horizontal. And angle of depression of an object means it is the angle formed by the line of sight with the horizontal when it is below the horizontal level. And height or length of an object, or the distance between two objects, can be determined with the help of trigonometric ratios. So thank you for watching the video.